Your enemies are ferociously pissed. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder for my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, your enemies are ferociously pissed. Believe that. I need somebody to drop in the comments and say, be mad all you want. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, be mad all you want. Ain't it funny how with the individuals who you have the least amount of conversation with, the least amount of relationship with, the least amount of reactions and responses with or to, are the ones who have the most to say about you? All right. It's like the people who you're not stunned, the people who you're not worried about, the people who you haven't seen, still are holding on to those grudges they've had on you since middle school, high school, all right? That friend who can't stand you because you got chosen and they didn't. That family member who hates your guts because you told them no, all right? That person who you encountered on the job is still mad because you said, I can't take you home from work. Like, what I'm saying, y'all, is that your enemies are going to be ferociously pissed, but you're not stunned them, and you don't even have a negative bone in your body about it. It's just that you've moved on from the situation, okay? You ever seen that person who got beat up before, and the person who beat them up ain't even on that no more, but the person who got beat up still holding that grudge? And I'm talking about this can be a 5, 10, 25-year thing, okay? And they still own that. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I'm off that. You follow what I'm saying? And if you're 25 years plus, okay, and no, I'm not downing nobody, y'all, but we're going to keep this real, right? I believe, in my opinion, if you are 25 years plus, you don't got time to be worried about who's mad at you. You don't got time to be worried about anything other than your family, yourself. This is the time where we are building our credit. We're building our businesses. We are diversifying our portfolio. Okay, we studying, we investing into self, we learning about self. You follow what I'm saying? We are maximizing our streams of income. Like, we own boss stuff. You follow what I'm saying? Like, we are maximizing what we have built so far, and we're trying to grow to get even bigger. Like, all I'm saying, y'all, is that, yeah, your enemies are ferociously pissed, but for what? For what? Okay, and there's no apparent reason. So with that being said, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get directly into this video about that, y'all. I say let them be mad. That's just my 100% honest opinion, all right? But anyway, y'all, how y'all doing today, man? How y'all feel? Your boy just got back from the bank. It's not the first yet, but I go ahead and pay my rent early. Had me a little Starbucks coffee. To be specific, the white chocolate mocha. I got it hot because it's cold still outside. And I'm gonna eat some chicken and rice today, y'all, after I leave from the gym to, because I told y'all I do martial arts, Muay Thai. So that's what I'm going to do today. But outside of that, y'all, that's what I got going on. Y'all drop in the comments. Let me know how y'all feeling, what y'all ate today, and what's the move, what's the plans, all right? But anyway, y'all, we're not going to get into a long intro. We're going to get right into it. Even though it's already too late to say we're not going to get into a long intro. It is what it is, y'all. First thing first, leave a thumbs up on this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Number one, y'all, that evil plot turned into a wonderful paradise, okay? That evil plot turned into a wonderful paradise. Can you imagine spending your very existence trying to bring somebody else down, and it just completely fails? Your plan was obliterated, and not only was it obliterated, but they dismantled you mentally, emotionally, physically. It's like all your hard work has went to waste. You follow what I'm saying? It's almost like, plankton. Plankton spends every single day trying to get that Krabby Patty formula, and he fails miserably every single time. All right, do you understand how exhausting that can be? You follow what I'm saying? And see, more specifically, if you think about somebody like Joseph, okay, I don't want to make this too biblical, especially on this channel, because it's more so about life versus spirituality. But like I told y'all, I can be in the middle of church chicken. I'm always speak that word somehow, y'all. What's on the inside of you gonna come out. It is what it is. But this channel was more so about life. But y'all just peep the game. I'm about to make my point. For those who are spiritual, all right, y'all know a Bible character by the name of Joseph. Yeah, Joseph. His brothers sold him into captivity. He was favored by his father. All right, his brothers hated him, and they had an evil plot against him. They had an evil thing with their own blood brother. You follow what I'm saying? They sold him into captivity. You know, he was a slave for years. He was lied on. He was put in prison. You would think that evil plot is working, right? But even when he was in prison, he still had favor. But check this out, y'all. He finally gets his big break. And then when this happens, when this takes place, he's now placed second in command to Pharaoh. But in the Bible, it says that Pharaoh was the son of Joseph. This means that although on paper or although in the chain of commands, he's second, Pharaoh still went to him for his knowledge and his wisdom. So you like my son, right? The point is, y'all, is that evil plot turned into his wonderful paradise. And that's the same thing with yourself. Like everything they tried to use to harm you with, it actually helped you in the long run, okay? It actually helped you in the long run. It's almost like a person who's trying to keep a man from getting this woman. And, you know, that particular person is telling this woman all the heinous things ever about this man. And this woman say, you know what? That made me want him even more. Yeah, it's not to say she want to save him, but she's like, you know what? It's worth the try. I want to see what's wrong. I want to see, you know, what is it about this person? Why are you speaking negatively about this person? I want to know if it's true. You follow what I'm saying? And that goes right back to it, y'all. That evil plot turned into a wonderful paradise. Number 2 is going to be this right here, y'all. You became more than they projected, all right? You became more than they projected. So a lot of times, y'all, people try to place you in a box, okay? People try to place you in a category. People try to calculate your steps, calculate your moves. But I say this all the time, y'all. You are a mystery and you cannot be predicted, all right? Somebody drop that down below in the comments. You cannot be predicted, all right? Or reverse that and say, you can't predict me, okay? But the point is, y'all, is that when they've already said that, okay, this is how far you're going to go. This is the only thing that you can accomplish. This is the only thing that you can do. You're not able to diversify. You're not able to, you know, step into this lane. All right. It's almost like even comedians. You know, some people only place a comedian in a comedian box. All right. That comedian have to go out and do other things to prove to them that, hey, I'm more than just some funny guy on the stage telling jokes. All right. But even to go further, y'all, think about MC Hammer, all right? Yeah, y'all, I'm talking to the 70s babies, 70s, 80s babies, maybe 60s, but for sure 70s, 80s. Anyway, MC Hammer, to me, I feel is a legend, right? And he had I want to say the late 80s and early 90s on lockdown, for sure. And you know, he had this song, y'all. We all know it. Dan, can't touch this. We all know this song. We know the dance, the loose pants, the parodies, you know, the commercials, everything. People tried to place MC Hammer in a category, in a box. And they had already, in their mind, projected how far he was going to go. They called him a sellout. They said he was a one-hit wonder. This is all he was going to be able to do. He's not going to be able to accomplish anything else. It stops here. Yada, 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 yada. Well, he had Too Legit to Quit. He had Pray. He had Pumps in the Bump. He had more records. So no matter if you feel that, oh, well, he went broke, that was a management issue. He didn't necessarily fall off because he didn't make good music. He was still dropping hits. But the point that I am making, y'all, is you became more, or he became more than they projected. And that's the same thing with yourself. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Number 3 is going to be this right here, family. They were proved wrong, okay? They were proved wrong. So I shared this on my other channel, okay, because I'm a little bit more intimate on that channel. I'm still getting to know a lot of people on this channel, and some of the people who's on this channel came from my other channel, but I am very aware that there's more people who's new on this channel, right? Without any further ado, y'all, I'm going to just share this right here, y'all. Quick little vulnerable moment. So when I started doing, before I started doing YouTube, okay, I was just on Instagram, Facebook, of course, and I was just posting videos. You know, I haven't quite figured out the algorithm, found my audience, knew what my niche was. I just knew I wanted to do motivational videos, all right? And it was an ugly process, y'all, almost just like when a person is trying to grow dreads, but they got to go through that little ugly stage, you know, the unsure stage, the uncertain stage, just the ugly stage, period. The little twist, don't know if it want to go left or right. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they wake up standing up. But anyway, that's where I was with my motivational content. And so I'm talking to family, I'm talking to friends, and, you know, even at the time, my then wife, I'm just telling people that, yo, this is what I want to do. I want to switch it up because people know me for doing, you know, music and worldly music, that is, right? Because now I'm doing more Christian rap and stuff like that, right? Which the second single is on the way, y'all. El Shaddai, stay tuned. But anyway, I'm telling people what I want to do, and I'm going to be honest. People straight up obliterated my ideas. People was like, man, bro, get back to music, do this, do that. They were trying to dictate what I should and shouldn't do. And ultimately, y'all, people were not supporting it. Well, fast forward to now I'm posting on TikTok. Now I'm going viral. Fast forward to YouTube. Now I'm making a living. Fast forward to getting on the television show. Fast forward to, you know, certain celebrities are shouting me out. So the point is, y'all, is that I started proving people wrong. But when you prove people wrong, even if they don't show you that they're mad, you can tell that they're mad because they won't give you the same energy they gave you to tell you to stop doing something, to tell you to keep going. Like, they told you to stop. They put so much energy and emphasis on that. But when you show them that, yo, it's working, they don't really put emphasis on that. You follow what I'm saying, y'all? And so that's something that I noticed. But that was a major one, y'all. I proved them wrong. Now, the next thing is going to be this right here, y'all. Number 4, a consistent rabbit hole of losses, all right? A consistent rabbit hole of losses. Now, this right here is very important, too, because it shows you how misery just straight up loves company. I've said this in a few other videos, y'all, but I'm going to keep saying this. And the reason why is because family members, friends, co-workers, anybody who you are around, if they're going through some terrible times, I promise you, they want you to go through it with them, okay? They want you to go through it with them. But anyway, y'all, let's just say you got a homeboy who's going through a rabbit hole of losses, all right? Well, you got the good homeboy they're going to receive the help that you give them, but they're not trying to tear you down, okay? They're not trying to make you feel like you're less than. They're not trying to make you feel like their burden is your burden. They're not trying to pour from you, all right? Whatever you give them, they'll take and they will appreciate you, but they're not mad because you're not going through it with them, okay? And again, a real friend is going to show up and help as much as they can. You follow what I'm saying? And so you're going to be respected for that. But if you take the homeboy who has a jealous spirit, an envious heart, all right, hatred in the pit of his heart, you know, can't stand when others are doing well, when he's going down, family, this is what you're going to deal with. A ferociously pissed friend, okay? He's losing everything. He's losing money, losing his family, lost his dog, lost himself, just losing things. And so guess what? Now he wants you to lose just as much as he's losing. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. The point is, family, is this right here. When a person is going through a consistent rabbit hole of losses, look out, because you're winning and they can't wait for you to fall down just like them. Number 5 is going to be this right here, family. They can't stand being ignored, all right? They can't stand being ignored. Let's just talk about the psychology of feeling rejected, okay? And I'm not going to sit here and sit on one gender. I'm going to talk about both because men have a way of dealing with it and women have a way of dealing with it. But the psychology of feeling rejected, let's talk about it, y'all. So, ladies first, when a woman gets rejected, especially by a man, it does something to her insecurity, right? It does something, and I'm not saying all women, but for the most part, it does something to her insecurity. It does something to her because it makes her feel like, well, I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. Well, I'm fat. I'm too skinny. I don't look to your liking, especially if it's a man or somebody who she sees of value, point blank period. So it may causes that woman to what? Chase a little bit more. Chase a bit more. You know, put a little bit more perfume on, you know, speak a little louder than she usually would, do certain things to get that man's attention so he can notice her. You follow what I'm saying? But that's the psychology of being rejected. Think about a man who accepts her from day one. Hey, how you doing, beautiful? How you doing, darling? How you doing, sweetness? Girl, you look good today. She run away from that, right? That's the psychology of feeling accepted. You follow what I'm saying? You made it too easy for me. You're not a challenge. But this guy who don't give you the attention, you chase him. That's the psychology of feeling rejected. Now with men, see, men go about things a little differently. Men have a lot of ego, right? Men got a lot of ego. And so when a man gets rejected, especially by another man, not on the homo tip, y'all, but what I'm saying is not getting the respect from a man, not getting the acknowledgement from a man. And especially if that man is of value, he feel like, yeah, bro, you should respect me, right? When a Diddy is in a room, he want to be respected by Jay-Z. He want to be respected by whoever is powerful in that room because that speaks to his insecurity. It feeds his ego. You follow what I'm saying? And so this is why a lot of men crash out. A lot of men crash out. He ain't noticed me. He disrespected me, son. He did something wrong to me. If a dude ignore me, all right, bro, good riddance. I may see you, I may not, but good riddance. Same thing with a woman. If he get rejected by a woman, guess what he gonna do? He's not gonna chase more, but what he is gonna do is try to make himself more valuable, right? He's going to try to do more things to get her to notice him. So in a sense, he's chasing, but indirectly. Let's put it like that. He may go out and get a new car. He may go out and get some coaching classes. You know, he may go out and get some new clothes. He's going to do more things to try to get that attention of that woman. The point is, y'all, is that when a person is being ignored, it really bothers them. It's an issue. All right. And so that's the same thing with yourself, y'all. You have ignored this particular person. You have ignored this organization. You have ignored this person on the job. You have ignored this family member. And the fact that you are ignoring them is making you more attractive. It's making you more of an issue. It's making you more of a problem. It's making you more of a light because you are ignoring them. You're something that they want to touch. You're something that they want to be. You're something that they want to get around. You're something that they want to surround themselves with. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all that when your enemies are ferociously pissed, a part of that being pissed is because you are ignoring them. I'm telling you, all right? But with that being said, y'all, that's going to conclude this video. Family, I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. But before we conclude this video, we'll do a quick recap and then we'll get up out of here. But number one, y'all, that evil plot turned into your wonderful paradise. Number two, you became more than they projected. Number three, they were proved wrong. Number four, a consistent rabbit hole of losses. And number five, they can't stand being ignored. You follow what I'm saying, y'all? But family, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Y'all be sure to go over to the richmentalityattire.com, get you a Yes Sir t-shirt, Yes Sir hoodie, book a one-on-one session with your boy, and check out any one of my books. But I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.